Hola, gringas and gringos.
Welcome to this week's Gringos Are Us.
And we're going to now share with you what you've all been waiting for. The great estate sale.
Stay tuned.
Well, welcome back. We are coming to you from our hotel room, which has been our home for the last
6 nights.
6 nights.
6 nights. This is our last night here before we start heading west.
And it's been a very comfortable suite, I must say.
Yep.
We have some lovely Mexicana women.
Mujeres.
The mujeres. They have been teaching us some Espanol. And they've been really great with us.
Just wish we could have spent more time in the room instead of doing what we were having to do.
Oh, so much work. This estate sale does not go without work, pre and post.
Yes. And the best part about it really is we'll start at the very beginning, is I posted online at estatesales.org and basically put out there that what we were attempting to do and when we were looking to do it. And we got a couple of responses, and one of them quickly jumped on it, and that was Blue Moon Estate Sales. And they came right out. A gentleman's name was Keith Mabry, and they were wonderful. Keith sat down with us when we first started doing it, asked us what questions we had about anything, that concerns, what we were looking to do, and was very personable and extremely easy to work with.
Very, very organized. You know how we like our organizational skills here.
The communication was outstanding. It was constant contact. Well, here's what I'm looking to do. I'm going to come over here on this day to pick up the key, and then we'll be in on this day and we'll start setting up. And so that actually occurred the Saturday before the estate sale. So 1 week before the estate sale, he came in and asked us any last questions, got any questions for me.
And provided us a list of donation centers for anything that did not sell.
Yep. And sort of tried to temper us a little bit for what we were to expect.
Yeah.
And then he got the key and said that he would be back Monday morning.
We weren't expecting that.
It is what it is.
They worked around us.
And as you guys saw in a couple of the shorts that we popped out there, they came in and went right to work. And, we were still living in the house, and basically they left the kitchen and our bedroom and said, you guys got to have your space to live, but we need to get going.
Yep.
And so fortunately, he was a Braves fan along with me, so he knew not to cover up the TV so I could still watch the Braves games at night. But, they did wonders, and just suddenly every day it was a little better and a little more organized and a little less chaotic.
I mean, they brought everything in. Tables, drape cloths for the tables, the display stands. They brought boxes in to box things up that did not sell. Bags to bag things up that did not sell. I mean, they handled all of it. We paid a little bit extra to have a volunteer fireman that he works with direct traffic flow through our neighborhood. It was well worth $100, and from what I hear, did not come without a little bit of grief for them.
Well, if you've got neighbors, sometimes you've got drama.
Yeah.
So, we got out of the house on Thursday night. They came in Friday morning, and we moved everything over here to the hotel. And of course, we thought it would all fit, and no, not even close. And so, as we've shown you, we've been downsizing and paring it down, and don't think we're still quite there.
Downsize number 5, maybe a number 6 in the works.
But while we were doing the downsizing, we actually took some things back over to the house and dropped them off. And I had alerted Keith that we may do this. He said, that's fine. Just leave them in the middle of the living room floor, and we'll price them and put them where they need to go before the sale. And everything went off without a hitch.
Yeah. And all the big ticket items that we thought were going to sell and make some cash, nope, none of the beds. Nobody wanted any of the beds. And one of the TVs was even left behind. Scanner, printer, fax machine left behind. But what sold and made the most money was his camera gear.
Well, what we spent the most money on was my camera gear.
Yeah.
So, and the weird part there is 99% of it went, with the exception of the most expensive lens I owned and the accessories, the filters to go with them. So, wasn't quite sure on that, but be taking that along with me to unload when we get to Kansas City. Couldn't see just giving that to Habitat for Humanity, because they wouldn't know what they were dealing with. So
as the sale was going on, Keith had told us there's a surcharge if we hang around.
yeah,
And there's a reason for that. We would just get in their way. You know, there may be something somebody picks up and is about to buy that we suddenly get sentimental about, or maybe we know how much we paid for it and we don't like what's being paid for it now. I totally get it. We stayed out of his way. The guy's a professional. He knows what he's doing. It was so organized. We stayed away.
and
Yeah.
he's there to make money.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it'd be just about as stupid as me trying to tell a plumber what to do, because I have no idea on how to lay a plumber's wrench to anything.
Right.
So, you know, the man knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for a long time.
Yep.
Let him do it. He wants to make as much money as possible, which the more money he makes, the more money we make. So,
And so, bottom line, there was a sliding scale depending on the final dollar amount that they brought in, and we fell within the
middle tier.
middle tier, which was about 55% to us, 45% to them. I'm not afraid to say that we walked away with $3,400 roughly, a little more than that. If we had sold the bedroom furniture and stuff, we were hoping that we would. It just didn't happen.
I didn't care if we sold the bedroom
just needed
furniture
it out
for
there.
nothing. If it had been gone,
Yeah.
that would have been a godsend
So,
right
I
there.
mean, truthfully speaking, we already stored everything we truly wanted to keep. This was $3,400 in our pocket. He made his money and we got that check. So we're making these plans to move to Mexico, and one of the things that we're utilizing as our resource is the complete Mexico relocation guide.
Mariana has done an outstanding job of accumulating a lot of data that we were starting to try and mine ourselves, and then we realized, hold on, not only has she already done it, she's also keeping it current.
Being a customer, we really liked it so
Yes.
much. We've been invited to be an affiliate, and we gladly accept it because we really recommend it.
That's why we spent the money long before we became an affiliate.
You'll find the link down below.
Yep. Let's recap a few things that we had that came to us as far as revelations when we walked back into the house after the sale was over.
Yes.
Number one, books don't sell. We had some that went, but we had boxes
Overall.
upon boxes upon boxes.
Man, nobody wants your books.
Yeah.
Just give them away to somebody.
give them to if you could
Goodwill,
used bookstore,
Bookmobile, something.
If your library will take them, but start paring your books down because they did not move.
Nobody wanted those books.
Nope.
Nobody wanted CDs.
Well, why would they?
Nobody wanted video games.
No,
They really didn't.
They didn't. No.
Somebody bought one carton of records that, in my opinion, were absolute garbage, but they paid $60 for that box of garbage.
Well, just because it's not your style of music.
I know,
but media as a whole, because even DVDs,
did not sell.
Did not sell.
Did not sell.
So basically, what we're trying to tell you is, if you've got media, be it books,
Physical media.
if it's not on the phone or on the computer, start paring it down.
Yep.
Because we walked into just a plethora I mean, there were boxes of it everywhere.
Yep.
The second thing that did not sell very well was excessive makeup.
Okay, look. Number one, I used to be an Avon representative.
True.
You know, ding dong, Avon lady here. Yeah, I used to do that. The only reason I did it was to get discounts on my own Avon. But what ends up happening is you get a whole lot of new products and you want to try out all these products, and then eventually you have too many products and then you don't do anything with the products. So I had a lot of Avon. I also had a monthly membership to Ipsy, which gives you more makeup, usually sample size. I have a quarterly membership to FabFitFun, which gives you more beauty products, usually full size. Let's just say I had, you know those boxes that reams of paper come in? I easily had 3 of those boxes full of makeup. Oh, four. What are you talking about? Hey, no,
I'm sorry.
No. I packed them, so I know. I had 4. I had 4 because I had 3 that I left, and then we pared down again, and I got rid of another box. So yes, I had a lot of makeup, and it wasn't all makeup. Some of it was body wash, perfume, shampoo. I mean, all the health and beauty aid stuff. Yeah, nobody wants it.
So if you're planning on moving in the future, stop buying now. Use up what you have.
Oh, you know, we went into a Cracker Barrel for dinner with our family this past weekend, and I was like, "Ooh, look at this! Look at this!" He goes, "No." I'm like, I'm just teasing you. I'm not buying anything. Although, you know, I really wanted to, but
then when it was told that if you buy something, something must go.
Yeah.
Because we're already to the point where something's probably going to have to go anyway. So if you buy more stuff has to go. Tools went right out.
Tools were out, yeah.
Tools.
Nobody wanted the small appliances.
Nope.
Nobody wanted the Keurigs. Nobody wanted the espresso machine. Nobody wanted the air fryer.
Nobody
the
wanted
deep fryer.
the crock pot.
But somebody bought our nasty old cast iron Dutch oven. Go figure.
They know what it's worth. I'm just saying.
It was a mucky, gross Dutch oven. Somebody bought it. But nobody wanted all the appliances that I cleaned out with a toothbrush and a magic eraser. Nobody wanted any of those.
Nope. And most of the kitchen stuff didn't go.
Yeah, most of it didn't.
I mean,
bakeware.
The bakeware, the utensils, the spatulas, the knives.
All the glassware went.
All the glassware did go. Yes.
And so we started getting mail in our traveling mailbox. I can definitely see that this is going to be a very useful thing to have as we bounce around Mexico.
Where's it going?
It's
traveling, but where's it going?
In the cloud.
Oh, okay. No, I've noticed that on my email, suddenly the notifications have been popping up that we've been getting mail.
Yeah.
So.
And I'd like to do a video. We're starting to get a little more use out of it and seeing how it works. So I'd love to do a video eventually. If you are interested in maintaining a U.S. address as you're traveling around the world, anywhere around the world, traveling mailbox is a very convenient way to get your mail forwarded. They will scan the envelopes, let you know you got mail. You can let them know if you want them to open and scan it, forward it, shred it, etc. You will also find a link for our affiliate down below. But okay, so we get back to this house. And now we know we've got this monstrosity of a bedroom suite upstairs. And I say that only because it's just so heavy to move. I really did love that suite. But we got to get rid of this stuff. And of course, nobody's going to take the mattresses. None of them. Nope. Donation centers don't want them. In fact, we found out donation centers don't want the beds. Not even the frames. So we had to figure out what to do. So Habitat for Humanity was already scheduled to come over.
They took 2 out of the 3 beds. They took the trundle bed and they took our bedroom set.
But boy, they busted their butt getting it down those stairs. Put some dings in the wall in the process that I had no paint to fix. and there was no time to go worrying about it. But they got the stuff out of there, and that was our biggest concern because he and I could not move that. We couldn't move it in. We certainly couldn't move it out. We had a woman in the neighborhood whose husband he does like a small construction business, and she does cleanings, big cleanings, like move-ins and move-outs. And she came over and she worked most of the day.
She started a little after 11.
Yeah, and she worked until 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it was 9 o'clock.
She worked all day and did an outstanding job. So this is to Lindsay Hart at Omega Touch. Hey, Lindsay.
Omega Heart.
Omega Heart. She did a great job.
No,
really.
Really, really good job.
I would not have had the energy nor
We'd still be in there cleaning.
Because I actually was painting. I had this anal retentiveness about this wall, this really long wall that had some stains from some art we had hanging up, and there was just things I was seeing where paint had chipped where we had a foyer table, and
yep. And
I was painting, and I painted that whole wall, used most of the paint we had left for it.
And I was loading a dumpster.
And he was loading a dumpster. And we got the mattresses out there. We barely fit the last mattress in. Barely. Because you really can't go over the top of the dumpster because they got to tarp it. And
it was to the point where I was almost having to start doing Tetris in the dumpster.
He climbed into the dumpster and started moving things around. Yeah.
It was
it was tight.
Not fun, but it all fit.
If you're finding value in our content...
Ours?
Ours.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you're getting entertainment, if you're getting any knowledge out of it,
please like, subscribe,
and ring that bell so you get notified of all new content. Now that the mayhem is over, I think we're going to be back on our weekly schedule.
Yes, and please do comment below, too, if you have any questions. Maybe you have some things that you're interested in seeing us do a video on. We certainly welcome those questions and suggestions.
But keep them coming, and the best part about this is that the whole community learns as we're all doing this together.
No, Mark's a smoker. The landlord already had, I think he said today 7 calls when he first put the ad up. Something.
He had 7 calls.
He had calls like that
within an hour of putting it up.
And he said he had to take the ad down because he had that many calls already. So he was going to show it to a family with children, and right away, he never once has ever said anything to us about Mark smoking. He never once said anything, but yet he must have been aware. And he said he was concerned about the smoke smell because there was a family coming with children. So there I am. I ran the ozone machine one night for 2 solid hours while we weren't there. I have never run it that long.
That was my idea, and I came back and got the ozone machine and put it in there.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Yes, you did. It was your idea.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like, but I've never run it that long. Usually it's like a 30-minute window. We ran that thing for 2 hours while we were gone one night. I could smell it when we got into the house, the ozone.
Oh, yeah.
The ozone was strong. But, and then we had the lady in there cleaning. She had Pine Sol everywhere. It just smelled so great. I had those little wall Glade plug-in air fresheners going. He could still smell it a little bit.
Or he was just saying that.
Or he just said that. I don't know. I couldn't smell it, but I'm nose blind to it. So,
We had done such a good job of doing what we had done and doing the upgrades of the house.
We kept the house up really good, as if it was our own.
And then Lindsay doing the thorough, and I mean thorough cleaning
Lindsay
of it.
was awesome.
And getting everything back to what we consider better than it was when we moved in. And that's how we like to leave things.
Yeah, we do. We always try to leave it at least as good, if not better, than the way we moved in. That's just how we roll. And so we had done a few upgrades around the house.
And we didn't mind doing it because he was a great landlord for 6 years. He stayed out of our business. If we ever needed something, if something went wrong, he was on it quick.
He never raised the rent on us once.
Nope.
And he honestly could have.
Yep.
Home values have gone up. The market rate has gone up. He never raised our rent in 6 years. So,
But
he was a good landlord.
So, and now he can make more money because the prices are going
now
up.
Now he can raise the rent.
Yep. The next thing is the timing.
Oh.
We did this basically in 5 days. From the time we moved out on Thursday
yep.
to Tuesday. But in that period of time, we went from leaving, loading the car, going to the hotel, having the estate sale, going, and then the next, on Monday after the estate sale was done, Saturday and Sunday, and walking in and going, oh my God.
There's so much stuff here.
They got rid of a lot of stuff, but I would say 50% at least of what was on sale was still sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you.
At least 50%.
At least 50% of it was still there.
And the next downside of that was because we were condensed into a time frame, we sort of got the order mixed up just because, these people can come here, these people can come here, these people can come here. And so if we had to do it again and we had the time to do it, we would have done charity pickup first to get rid of it. Dumpster would have been second.
True.
The cleaners would have come in third, and the carpet people would have come in last.
Last, yes.
I
had the carpet cleaners there the day after the sale because I thought everything was going to be stomped all over by people and be dirty. But then I didn't consider the fact
that we're going to have people come back
that we're going to have
all over it again.
And they're dragging things down the stairs, and the stairs needed to be cleaned again. And
to avoid making the same mistake.
Yeah.
That would be the order that I would do. And the other problem that compounded upon this is they did the estate sale Saturday and Sunday. The people who pick up in the greater Asheville area don't pick up on Mondays. They pick up on Tuesdays.
I didn't know that.
So the earliest we could get somebody to come pick up was Tuesday.
Well, and then I ordered a dumpster, and the guy contacted me like just a couple days before it's supposed to be dropped off and said, I'm going to be out of town. Is it okay if I bring it later? And we're like, well, no. We scheduled it for Monday because we aren't going to be in the state after Wednesday night.
And that was 4 or 5 weeks ago that we scheduled
we had
the dumpster?
scheduled it, weeks in advance. So he said, okay, it'll be there. Well, Monday, it wasn't there.
They didn't bring it at all on Monday. We sat around the house waiting.
Waiting for it, yeah.
And then on Tuesday, we asked them to please put it on the one side of the driveway so that we could have room to put stuff in the dumpster and still have the Habitat for Humanity people be able to work going up and down the other side of the driveway and hopefully pull their truck in. That didn't happen.
Nope,
we show up Tuesday morning and it was smack dab in the middle of the driveway.
And so I told them, he said, I'm sorry. There was no, we'll come out and move it. No. So it sat in the middle of the driveway.
And we worked around it.
And so then this morning I said, okay, well, we're done with it. You can please come pick it up. And he goes, okay, we'll pick it up.
And we don't know it. We don't know because we got no more keys. We got no more address. The only key we got is a hotel key. But the biggest thing here is what we thought the time frame would be was probably A, extremely too compact, and B, way too stressful.
You just sort of think that most of the stuff's going to sell, or at least a good bit of it, and you won't have a lot left. And that's not the case. There's no guarantee on what's going to sell. And then you also think that everything is going to work timed the way you think it's going to time out. You're like, okay, this person's coming to stay at this time, and these people will be here at this time. Well, no, that didn't happen.
No.
We got an early taste of mañana.
But basically, if I had to do it again, which that's never going to happen again, but if I were doing it again, there would be one event each day. I would not be trying to do multiple things at the same time.
Oh, I mean, we even found ourselves making 4 very rapid runs to the Goodwill in our car to get rid of a few things.
Yep.
So we were all pretty tired, pretty sore, and a little achy this morning getting up. We really were. Happy it's over with. The good thing is that
it is over with.
Today was the day that Keith from our estate sale brought the check over.
And the keys, so we could turn the keys back in.
He gave us an itemized list of everything that's sold and for how much. I mean, extremely organized.
Yes. Considering the mayhem that was going on,
Yeah. And then, of course, we did the walkthrough with our landlord, who has given us our whole deposit back. He actually was pretty pleased with the condition of the home, so I'm very happy with that. Also, we started taking advantage of a VPN.
Since we're stuck in a hotel now and not on our own private Wi-Fi system, we started using the SurfShark VPN.
And, you know, other than it being a great way to help privatize your network service, it's also a great way to continue to watch your programming from the United States, Canada, wherever you may be from. I mean, you can even set your VPN to say you're in London if you want to watch BBC programming. We really like it so far. I've been using it. I've been using it regularly. I just say quick connect and it puts me to the fastest connection. It thinks I'm in New York right now. And that's fine with me. That is also an affiliate link below. We're glad it's over. How do we feel right now? I would say relieved. You know, unburdened. I thought to myself as I looked at the empty garage today, knowing that house is empty and there's nothing left in that house that's ours, anything that we really, really wanted to keep
is already in storage.
Is in storage. And anything that was left in that house,
well, it was going to end up one of 3 places.
Yeah.
It was either going to end up in somebody else's home for the estate sale, at the charity,
or in the dump.
In either way, it wasn't ours anymore. And basically that was the determination that when we walked back in, that, okay. And by the time yesterday rolled around and the cherries walking by and they were doing we can't take this, you're going to have to put it in the dumpster. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
like we weren't even looking to see what was in the box anymore.
It was the determination as to where it was going to end up had already been made.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, we were I really don't give a meep at this time. You know, I mean, it's just all I want to see is the end. I want to see empty floor. And all night last night, we walked through the house. We looked at everything all night long. I kept having this dream that, oh shit, there's something in this room or there's something in that room. And so, you know.
I will say this, though. The estate sale people took my Buc-ee's stuff.
Well, you said to them, if there's some snacks you want, help yourself.
I did,
but you left the Buc-ee's there.
I didn't mean to leave the Buc-ee's, so they got my candied pecans and my beaver nuggets.
You'll be at Buc-ee's tomorrow.
Get more beaver nuggets.
So
it's good.
But that's the thing is, allow yourself at least whatever you think is going to be enough time, double it.
Yeah.
Double it. Try to keep things to being one thing a day. It'll save you a lot of less on your stress level, and it'll also keep you from getting run ragged and trying to keep it in. But where we are now, our chips are all in the middle of the table.
All in.
We're on our way. You know.
Yeah.
We got nothing but what is in this room and a few things that we already put in the car to leave tomorrow. So we're now looking forward to beginning the travels. You know.
I mean, I feel better already.
So,
honestly.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Mm-hmm. We're blown away at the fact that we're getting this type of participation, and we're not even there yet.
We're not even there yet, but we're getting there.
But coming up in the next 2 months, you're going to get a trip to the consulate you're going to get a trip all the way up to South Dakota.
Yep.
And then it's going to be southward ho.
That sounds funny.
It's where it's going to be. So
All right.
stick with us. We appreciate y'all watching all of this and spending time with us. And we will look forward to seeing you next week.
I'm Gina.
I'm Mark.
And we are
Gringos are us.
Expats with a Plan.
If
We
we've been
are doing it. You can too. Adios.
Hasta luego.